All right, let's go and make some lists. All right, now we're going to be looking at lists. There's about 3 different kinds of lists, although I only really default to one or the other, depending, and I do have a favorite. So we're going to start off with that, and that is the unordered list. So we're going to come down here, select that. And a nice little handy thing, if you're using Visual Studio Code, which I hope you are, and Emmet, we're going to come in here. We're going to type li and then that asterisk symbol, which is a multiplication times 3. And now we have 3 items here. So let's go ahead and make an unordered list. Let's say, give it a nice H1 here. Things I like. We'll tell my dog Bernie. And then we're going to do video games. And let's see, what else do I like? Food. So we're going to click save, refresh, and we have the header, things I like, my dog Bernie, video games, food. Actually, Bernie should probably be capitalized. He's a dog, he wouldn't know the difference, but got to pay respect. So my dog Bernie, video games, and food. And another interesting thing you could do is you can nest lists inside of lists. So if I wanted to, I could have something in here like this. We're going to do the same thing again. And what games? Well, I'm playing Cyberpunk. And what's another game? I'm putting down Dark Souls 3. It's in my queue right now to purchase. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I suck really bad at all those games. But they're also so visually stunning. I'm like, maybe I do just need to sit down and get good. So we're going to come in here, and we can see that it doesn't make just another bulleted list down below. The HTML, the browser, the engine is smart enough to interpret of saying, hey, you have a list inside of a list. Okay, so this is like a sub list off one of these items. And this is how the Word doc or Microsoft Word or Google Docs, I was fusing those together, handles this. When you tab over, it creates a different kind of bullet point there. So this is how you make an unordered list with a nested list on the inside. So let's come up here, and sometimes you do need things in order. So let's make an ordered list. That's an OL as above there. And then let's do a list item. Let's do this times 3. And let's do these things in order. What do I like? We'll have Bernie. We'll have food and beer. Sure, why not? So we have 1, 2, and 3. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, okay, 1, 2, and 3, but what if I wanted to get fancy schmancy with this? What if I wanted to, I don't know, use other symbols? And you totally can. The default right here is type. And this is another cool thing that Visual Studio Code provides. You can actually set it to any of these other types here, and it will affect your list, and it tells you what they are. So let's just go ahead and start moving with some of these. So 1 is the default, as you get 1, 2, and 3. So let's try, let's see here, I. And so this is the Roman numerals. If we wanted to do the uppercase Roman numerals, we could switch this to the uppercase I, and we get those. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. You're able to do that without, I mean, it's kind of like a freebie you get as long as you know there's a type attribute that is connected to this ordered list element here. Now is the last kind of list that I actually want to show you. I don't use it a ton. Actually, I don't think I've ever used it once, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't use it or you couldn't use it. A lot of things in programming, web development are out there, and there are sometimes much, much better ways to do or implement something than the way you currently are, but it's difficult sometimes because you see so many different paths to the same thing. And so while some paths are lesser chosen than others, in my opinion, it's better to have too many options than not enough. And so we're going to make a definition list. So we have a DL in here. And then we're going to have a DT for a definition type. And let's just say we're going to have Bernie right here. And this is going to be the definition. And when we get to the part about images and such like that, you're actually going to see Bernie in video and stuff like that because he's adorable. My favorite, oh, see, I typed images because I was talking about my favorite Havanese dog. And so we see here that we have the definition and then the thing I'm defining above it. And so if we were to come down here, we could say Blue Moon, my favorite beer, as long as it's paired with an orange. And voila, you have a definition list there. And yeah, this is lists. They're pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to get up and going. And also you will see in other libraries and stuff like that, you'll have even cooler looking lists, and there's something that'll never go away. So here they are.